WHO to come forward to the dais, and also eminent journalist Mr. N. Ravi of The Hindu to join us on the dais, and also our ISRO chairman Dr. Narayanan to join us on the dais. Along with them, I would request our district governor and our conference chairman Rotarian Venkatesh to join us on the dais. May I also request our RIPR Rotarian John Daniel to join us. May I quickly call out the presidents who would be joining us for the Rotarian Shanmugam from Mount, President Rotarian Prabhu from Lake City, Rajeshwari from Porur, Dr. Arul and Basha from Jimini. First, let us celebrate the visionary leadership of Dr. V. Narayanan, the chairman of ISRO, who has propelled India's space exploration to extraordinary heights, making the nation proud on the global stage. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, and may I request our Honorable Justice along with the DG and the Chairman of Conference to confer him with a Lifetime Achievement Award. We would like to confer him with the Lifetime Achievement Award. May I request our Honorable Justice to do the honors.
233, Governor and all the senior office bearers for this honor bestowed upon me. Thank you very much. And also to be in the company of Dr. Narayanan and Mr. Ravi as the two other recipients. I think the Rotary Club, my association with the Rotary Club began with the polio eradication program. Globally, as you know, that's been one of the very big programs and achievements of Rotary. And even though I myself worked on tuberculosis, it is thanks to Rotary and all the partners around the world that we are where we are today. Of course, we have not yet eradicated polio globally. We have two countries, Pakistan and Afghanistan, which still have a lot of wild polio. But because of the conflicts today around the world and the displacement of people and the disruption of health services because of both climate change and conflicts and also during COVID, so the 3 C's, which are causing a big disturbance in health systems, population movement, migration, we are at risk of not achieving that. But I hope that the Rotary International will stay steadfast till we achieve that goal. Of course, it was a huge victory for India to have got rid of polio. No one believed that India would do it, and yet we got rid of polio in 2011. Thanks to, again, it was multiple partners coming together. The government with Rotary, with the civil society, with thousands and thousands of volunteers around the country who mobilized every last child for the vaccine. So I hope that other infectious diseases also, like COVID, we were successful. We were able to develop vaccines thanks to technology today. I think investments in science and technology do pay off. As we saw from Dr. Narayanan's presentation, What began with a very small program with a lot of skeptics in the 1960s today is delivering huge dividends for India, not only in terms of global leadership, but also in terms of education, contributions to agriculture, environment. And now we're able to help the rest of the world. We're able to provide a G20 satellite. Similarly, I think investments in other areas of science and technology, including in health, will continue, will have to continue in order to address the future challenges. We don't know, right? We had COVID out of the blue. We will have more infectious disease and other environmental challenges we'll have to face. But we should be able to get over that with this type of all of government and all of society approach. So again, thank you very much for this honor. I'm very grateful to the district, and I wish you all well. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you so much, Dr. Soumya Swaminathan, for your remarkable contributions. And ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together one more time. And now it's my pleasure to invite our eminent journalist, Mr. N. Ravi of The Hindu, to share few words of his acceptance.
Rotary Governor Mahavir Bharatha, Justice Bharatha Chakravarthy, Dr. Soumya Swaminathan, Dr. Narayanan, distinguished Rotarians and guests. It is said that the person is judged by the company he keeps. And I am most thankful to the Rotary District for placing me alongside Dr. Soumya Swaminathan and Dr. Narayanan to receive this award. Dr. Soumya Swaminathan her outstanding services to the cause of public health and research at the World Health Organization, and more particularly during the traumatic years of COVID, is very well known. In addition, she heads the MS Swaminathan Research Foundation, founded by her legendary father and architect of the Green Revolution, Dr. MS Swaminathan. Dr. Narayanan's contribution to ISRO's stellar role has been widely appreciated, and as we saw in his presentation, ISRO has compressed the timelines that it took to other space organizations into a very small segment. I am familiar with the extraordinary services that the Rotary movement has done to India and to the world at large. In fact, Dr. Soumya Swaminathan mentioned about the polio eradication campaign. In fact, I, as a reporter, had covered the initial stages when Rotary International came to launch the Pulse Polio campaign, as it was called, which finally led to the finally was ramped up and led to the eradication of polio. I have participated in many Rotary events to felicitate award winners. And this time, I stand before you, as the English saying goes, the bridesmaid having become the bride. The award is more a recognition of the contribution of the Hindu to national public discourse and to nation building. It is a recognition of the values of truth-telling, objectivity, fairness, separating facts from opinion, and speaking truth to power. In this task, the Hindu has been aided by a succession of extraordinary committed journalists and other staff. I am most thankful to the Rotary District and to Governor Bharatha for this honor.
Thank you so much, Mr. N. Ravi of The Hindu, for all your insightful contribution to the field of journalism have set the benchmark for excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, let's show respect by putting our hands together one more time. Now may I request our Honorable Justice D. Bharatha Chakravarthy to share few words.
Respected Governor and the other office bearers, dear Rotarians, ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted to be amongst you, especially conferring the lifetime awards to these three great personalities. Thank you so much for having me here. First, Mr. Narayanan. He is the chairman of ISRO and nothing more need to be told. We all saw the wonderful presentation just he made. See, in quotes, when we are laboring much to unite a husband and wife, they have successfully united two satellites. That's what he showed us just before. The kind of technological giants they are now. He is not just an cryogenic engineer or doing rocket science, doing something in the space. What they are doing touches every walk of our life. There cannot be a moment in your life which can pass by without ISRO being connected to that. Be satellite communication, be agriculture, be a fishing activity, weather or everything else. They are there in every walk of life. Thunilum irupar, thirumilum irupar. Adanalthan our Narayanan. Dr. Soumya, the doctor who was never contented that she is going to treat the patients who are going to be affected by any disease. No. She thought she will take up the cause. Her research in the field of tuberculosis as well as HIV and other diseases. But for the pandemic, the great work they were all doing could not have been noticed by many of us at all. And we all came to know their importance when she, as the office bearer of WHO, steered the world in fighting the COVID-19 pandemic. Such is the great expertise. And alongside her patients, her patient to pursue her own thing, she is also on the other boat of carrying the legend of Dr. M.S. Swaminathan towards that food security and the sustainable development issues by steering the M.S. Swaminathan Foundation also. And we have Ravi sir, the Hindu. Therefore, he is indispensable in all our lives. Every day morning we are with you, sir. He is not just the chairman of the publishing house. He was their editor-in-chief. He knows what he is doing. Take any organization, the Editors Guild or Press Trust of India or International Press Institute, he served in their board. He guided them. Not because he is the president of a leading publishing house, but because he believes the thing in called the integrity in information, and for the fact that they stand for the journalistic freedom. It is because of those traits we now celebrate him. And it's an honor for me to present these awards to three great personalities. I'm not going to congratulate them. I'm going to congratulate the governor of the district. Congratulations, sir, because these people add value and prestige to the very awards. Thank you for inviting me. And again, coming back to the Rotary, I saw that video which was presented to me by Mr. Bothra, the work you all do. In fact, I didn't have to go anywhere. When I started for this function, my wife said, he is a vice principal for an arts college. She said that They only invited us. No, she was toiling very hard to get NIRF rating for her college. She said that even my college or you did not notice, but they were the ones who called us and felicitated us for getting higher NIRF ratings through the district Rotary. So you touch my home also. Therefore, you touch many lives. Be the poor, as Madam said, in the eradication of polio, or the work you all did during COVID-19 pandemic. Commendable. I only pray good health and cheer for all of you to continue the good work. Thank you so much once again for inviting me. Jai Hind, Nandri Vanakkam.
Thank you, Justice D. Bharatha Chakravarthy, for the graciously presenting the Lifetime Awards.